So, this is going to be a new series, maybe. What are we calling it? Therapy session?
Therapy session.
This is therapy session with Chris. We're going to see what makes him tick. Let me just pull my notes out here.
Lay it on me.
What's your name?
Christopher.
Where were you born?
I don't want to disclose that.
Goshen.
Yeah.
As of this recording, how old are you?
20 years old.
20 years old? Your birthday was yesterday.
My birthday was yesterday.
Your birthday was yesterday.
Did the podcast on my birthday.
Yes. Who would you say, Chris, is your biggest inspiration? You do a lot of art. You're really into movies. You're kind of like a weird theater kid.
A theater kid.
Who's your inspiration, Chris?
I don't like being called a theater kid.
Well, God,
Yeah.
his paintbrush uses rainbows as his palette. And his color for you is theater kid.
All right.
So who's your inspiration? It's okay.
I don't know.
It's not like this is being recorded.
I think I have a couple.
Yeah?
As far as like,
You want to break it into sections.
yeah.
Go
As
ahead.
far as like, why, like what got me into like art and movies and stuff, I think Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
Because I saw Isle of Dogs once and I was like, oh, like you can make things that are good.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one. And then I think as far as like my screenplay and my art and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I think David Lynch.
Now, why David Lynch?
Because he's bananas.
Yeah. What is he famous for?
Eraserhead.
Eraserhead.
We saw Eraserhead.
We did see Eraserhead. So, you're 20 years old. You've lived a long life. What gets you excited for life? You wake up in the morning and what gets you going in the morning?
I'd say like cereal,
Cereal, what type?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Now, why do you say cereal?
It's the simple things, It's the little things in life.
Yeah.
If you live your life for money or success, probably gonna be pretty sad, I think. So you gotta find those little joys.
Right.
Makes it all worth it in the end.
So you're a half full type of guy.
No,
You're not.
absolutely not.
Why do you? Well, it seems like you're contradicting yourself. Why
I
do you say
am.
that?
It's like my outlook emotionally doesn't line up with my philosophy on how I should think about things,
Can you expand on that?
Well, it's kind of like, it's just like easier said than done,
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier for me to say it than to do it.
And therefore, the smaller things in life, like cereal, is what really gets you up.
It's what I'm working towards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say you're working towards?
Just being a chill dude, I think. I'm working towards being content with cereal and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting small. Yeah, next question.
Yeah. That was a good answer, actually. So we talked about what gets you up in the morning. What puts you down? Like, what's your biggest fear?
What keeps me up at night?
Yeah, your biggest fear, yeah.
I might need a little time to think about this.
Go ahead,
one.
take all the time you need. Yeah.
I think, for one,
Yeah.
just being an average Joe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I never want that. I know it's a little cringy or
This is all you. This
stereotypical
is
to
all
say, but I never want like a white picket fence kind of life.
Mm.
You know, I don't want a wife. I don't want a house. Definitely don't want kids. You
Yeah.
know, I don't want to. I don't want to just be a normal guy.
Yeah.
And another thing I think keeps me up at night. Pretty scared of dying.
Why are you scared of dying?
It would suck, dude.
Yeah. Did just dying, the thought of dying, are you constantly thinking of that?
Not really.
No?
I'd just say that's one of my biggest fears.
Just dying in general?
Yeah.
I could see that. Is there a preferred way of dying?
Ice pick through the temple.
Where's the temple?
I don't know.
No, you just said that.
Yeah.
Nice. So, what are you doing to prevent being an average Joe, aka your biggest fear?
Just trying to be as genuine as I can be, you know?
Yeah.
Just being real
Mm-hmm.
and not doing things just because other people say I should do them.
Okay.
But I mean,
But not so much going against the grain.
not so much going against the grain in an obnoxious way.
Mm-hmm.
Going against the grain when it feels right to go against the grain.
Right.
And when it's funny to go against the grain.
So it's like a gut feeling.
Maybe.
Yeah. So you kind of already said your biggest influences, and we're getting a little deeper now.
Okay.
Usually when people look at their future and their past, there's a baseline. Do you compare yourself to anyone?
I don't think there's someone that I specifically compare myself to. I think but I still am like hard on myself, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty lazy and I get mad at myself for being lazy,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm. Why do you think you're so hard on yourself?
'Cause it's like I feel like there's a disconnect between my taste and the quality of what I'm able to do,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it's like I know what I like and I try to do that, and then just because I'm not as good as I want to be,
Mm-hmm.
then I get mad at myself for not being able to do that, you
Yeah.
know?
I see that. So there is no one you compare yourself to. Not even like you have a big family. There's no one there.
No, not really.
No,
I'm not a very competitive person.
I understand. Do you compare your life to an idea?
Yes.
What's the idea?
I don't know.
Does it kind of tie back into the average Joe thing?
Yeah.
Like comparing and contrasting to see if you're falling into that?
Yeah, sorta.
I could see that. I respect that. Right here, bro. What do you wish you spent more time doing in the past 5 years?
In the past 5 years?
Yeah, so when you were 15 to now.
Exercising.
Yeah?
Nah.
Yeah, that didn't sound right.
Making more money.
Yeah.
No, that's too much. I don't care. I don't know.
There's not one thing.
Yeah, it's like there's probably something there, but
Right.
nothing off the top of my head.
Are you not too many no regrets type of guy, or
No,
you have
I
regrets?
have a lot of things I regret.
Would you like to share some?
One time, In elementary school, this girl, let's say her name was Becky to protect her identity.
Right.
One time she was talking in front of the class and she like was having trouble with like a word, and so she was like repeating it, and I was like, "You sound like a broken record."
Oh no.
And I would like immediately I was like, "Why did I say that?"
How long ago was this again?
It's like 4th or 5th grade.
Oh, okay.
I think that's one of my biggest regrets.
Right.
And yeah,
Do moments like that stick out to you? Like small moments
absolutely.
that I'm pretty sure Becky has no recollection of that, but it's stained your mind.
Yeah, because it's like stuff like that. It's you know it was cringy and like embarrassing, and you're like, it keeps you humble, I think, for one. And then another thing is like you know you made a fool out of yourself, even if other people aren't constantly thinking about it. It's like you always have that. I don't know.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So that kind of ties into the last question. Do you think are there a lot of life lessons you kind of learned the hard way?
Yeah.
Would you like to share some?
I think one thing is like just doing stuff because it's like I feel obligated to, sort of. Like in high school I just did a bunch of music stuff. And
What do you mean by music stuff?
like choir, like show choir, stuff like that.
Okay.
And I didn't really enjoy it at all. But it was like because I was like sucked into that culture, I just kept doing it. And then it wasn't until like senior year I started taking an art class, and I was like, shoot, I could have, like, I actually enjoy this. I could have done this like the whole time instead of waiting this long. Like I felt like I had wasted my time. And I think another thing is to not use Q-tips in your ear.
Right.
Because one time I couldn't hear out of my ear for like a day.
From using a Q-tip a little too hard?
Yeah.
I see.
It's better now though.
I hope so. How do you feel today?
I feel okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did something today stick out to you?
No.
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 What elements are part of a good day for Chris?
Just not a lot of stress, not a lot of work, not a lot of deadlines.
Okay.
A lack of deadlines is a big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this was a pretty good session, don't you think?
I'd say so. I think it was good.
Well,
I feel
Chris,
good.
I'm really happy we got to know each other a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm happy we did this.
And hopefully this will be a new line of a new series to the channel. Therapy session.
Therapy session.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on. Have
Thank
a great
you.
night.